Of these women are the national champions and hold national records in their own countries, and they're only ever so young, and they're mastering the complexities of the bench shirt, and isn't it just wonderful to watch?
It certainly is. What's not so wonderful to watch is what's on the screen right now.
I wish they'd warned me. Here we go.
Yeah. Now this is INGEBRIGTSEN of Denmark, local lifter, and she's opening up with 85 kilos. I thought I was going to have to be Gino this morning, Chrissy, but thankfully for everyone, Gino turned up, and Gino is Gino.
He certainly is. He turns up just at the right moment generally, and he's back on board to call in the stadium here.
I love the use of the word generally. So this is INGEBRIGTSEN opening the day's proceedings with an 85 kilo bench. She settles down.
Lovely slow touch, beautiful.
Yeah, oh,
ascent.
nice press.
That's a lovely press.
And that's a good lift, yeah?
It certainly is, and for those of you who are new to powerlifting, just like to point out that the bench press is just one of our 3 lifts, and this championship is all about the bench press only, and it's quite a technical lift in these shirts that the lifters wear, as we see the next lifter now from USA, Gabriella.
Yes,
Grant.
Gabriella Grant, USA, in the 63 kilo class, opening up on 100 kilos. 4 lifters in this class. They're all quite close in openers. Grant in 110, we've got one on 100, we've got one in 110, 2 in 112.5. Should be a good battle, Chrissy.
Yeah, certainly looking forward to this.
But first, let's see Grant. We want every one of these girls to get their opening lift on the board.
She's doing a beautiful job on that. Oh, that's a glorious lift.
Good.
No, I did see that. Did you, Martin?
Well, let's have a look at it again.
Yeah, I saw it right at the lockout. She
Yeah.
just dipped it.
Just as you spoke.
You'll have to see
Commentator's
this, folks.
curse.
Sorry.
Just watch this. It's nearly locked out, and then it just goes down slightly and then up again.
So she gets to here,
Yeah.
and then
Down
it drops,
and up.
and the ref saw
Well,
it, of course.
it actually drops and stays drops.
Yeah.
Drop, doesn't it?
That's a real pity, because that was a solid lift.
Yeah.
But for that.
Now we got Darya SHASHKOVA from Ukraine. Up next, she's lifting in the 84 kilo class. Of course, with 4 different weight classes in the one flight. We will be jumping backwards and forwards. The information that's on the screen will obviously tell you what class she's lifting in. We'll try and keep you as up to date as possible with what's going on position-wise between the lifters as the competition develops. This is SHASHKOVA. Nice touch. Oh,
lovely.
how easy was that?
And great vision here from above, as you can see the lifters from the side and the front. It gives you an overall view that the referees see to judge the standard of the lift, which must be achieved to IPF rules, which are quite strict.
Yes, they are. Okay, this is Kristina Odnokazova. She is representing Russia.
And of course the Russians and Ukrainians turned up en masse yesterday in time for the sub-juniors and junior lifters. They have a very strong tradition of developing young lifters early. Well, of course you develop young lifters early.
You don't develop them later, they're not young anymore. Yeah, this is Odnokazova. A bit of a struggle, but she's got it, yeah. It's just slightly harder than we expect for an opener. But that's 3 wide lights, no problem at all. I was just going to say, Chrissy, you were commenting on the camera angles. I think in terms of TV coverage and, you know, the technical side of it, I mean, this is as good coverage here this week as the sport has ever had.
Oh, yes.
So thank you to Viva TV for that. And the £5 note, I am sure, is in the post.
And also the Danish Powerlifting Federation. Look at the beautiful stage and setup.
Yes,
it's
indeed.
Just top class.
And of course, we had a really, really sad moment when Tommy Knudsen, who was the original promoter of this, passed away. Very, very sad. Lovely man, Tommy. Got to know him in 2011 when I was here. But Anders Pedersen and his team have really stepped up to the mark and put on a fantastic championship here.
Now here's Ishibashi from Japan. She's a under 63 kilo lifter, opening on 112.5. I'm sure you'll agree is quite a weight for a small lady.
Took a while to get the start command. The range of motion here is going to be tiny.
There is the touch, and there is the lockout.
Oh.
And that's because she's achieved such a high arch, and her chest is so high in relation to the width of her arms.
Now, TOLEGENOVA, representing Kazakhstan.
The thing with that very wide grip with the short arms is look at the acute angle that the wrists are cocked at, and it's very hard to hold heavy weight like that. So it's definitely strength and skill.
Now, Alya, TOLEGENOVA. Also opening on 112.5 kilos. We'll see a totally different technique here, Chrissy.
Yes.
She's still going maximum width. But only the Japanese seem to achieve that extreme that we saw in the previous round.
I was just going to say, watchers will see the different setups as well.
Now she's maximum width as well, but look at the difference in bar travel.
Touch there, yeah, quite a lot further.
That looks good. Yes, indeed.
So our viewers will notice an array of body postures, getting into position, how the lifter gets tension through their body, hand position, foot position. These are all things of interest to note between different lifters and their body shapes.
Yeah, now we have Alina DAVLETSHINA representing Russia, and she's opening also at 112.5, but as you can see, she is in the sub 84 kilo
so
weight
she's
class.
Quite a bit bigger. And that was a very easy opener for her.
And next up we have Danielle Ross, USA. In the 72 kilo class, she's opening up at 115. Well, look at this, Chrissy, in the 72s. Two opening up at 115, two opening 117 and a half. This should be one hell of a battle.
Certainly will.
Wow, that shirt is jacked for a first lift, isn't it?
And what Martin means by that is the bench shirt is very low down on the chest. That's called being jacked. And lifters will position their shirt like that to get every bit of help out of it.
The lower it is, the more the shirt helps, but the more difficult it is to get it to touch the chest.
Yeah.
So it's always a balance.
It's not usual to see it that jacked for a first attempt. Perhaps later on.
Well, here we go.
In the program.
This is Ross.
She's struggling to get that. Oh dear, she's lifting the butt too.
I think the butt's up.
No,
I think we'll see yellows.
What do the referees say?
No, she got it 2-1.
Okay.
No yellows, one blue. Let's have a look at that again.
Maria Erolkaina, Russia. Bars loaded.
Welcome back, folks. We believe we're having some problems with the live stream, which may be cutting off the commentary from time to time. Some may say that's a good thing, Chrissy, but only in respect of me, of course, and not in respect of you. We will keep commentating. We will keep trying to bring you the complete service, but if it does go down at any point, there is no problem with your computer. There's no need to reload. We will be back with you as soon as we can.
Yeah, I think it's a YouTube problem. It's not a problem this end, but YouTube itself is cutting in and out.
Okay, now this is Erokina from Russia.
And look at her incredibly wide foot position.
115 kilos as well. Now, did she start to press before the command and then change her mind? No, 3 white lights. Next up, we have Skyler Briggs, USA, opening on 117.5. The Americans are the 2 lightest in the class. I mean, Ross is just over the 63s, and Briggs is under 69. The 3 European women, all 70 plus.
You just noticed there that Skyler indicated to the centre lift-out man that where she wanted the bar to end up before he let go. And so lifters are quite particular about their handoff, this point here that you're seeing, about where the bar gets given to them.
Gets a start command.
Lovely touch. Oh, yes.
Yeah, she's got that.
Yes, good
3
job.
white lights.
She'll be delighted with that. Every lifter is quite relieved to get that first attempt on the
Goes
board.
back to Coach Tim Anderson. He's pleased too. Now let's look at this again. Look at how wide that stance is.
And you can see why, because she's a butt lifter, and that's what we do when we're butt lifters, which I'm one.
Well, I'm...
And I think you might be too.
I was, but I've matured.
Oh.
And I've gone very wide as well.
Yeah.
But this is De Vries from the Netherlands, also opening on 117.5 kilos. This would put her into 2nd position on body weight behind Briggs.
She's an absolutely gorgeous girl, and lovely personality, so friendly and kind and joyful. You have some beautiful friendships and camaraderie in this sport, as she takes the bar and settles down now onto the bench.
So this is Maaike De Vries.
Didn't rush it. Good girl. All the way.
That
there
looks
it
good.
is. Beautiful lift.
3 white lights.
And she means business today.
Next up, we've got Garza in the under 84 kilo class. She's opening 130. Delicia Garza.
19 years of age. What a big occasion for these young ladies to represent their country at the World Championships in what is both a challenge strength-wise and skill-wise. To control the nerves and to travel, it's all part of competition, isn't it?
Yep, certainly is.
Even things like different food and travelling in the plane and not feeling like you're in your home environment.
Yeah, not out of your comfort zone in so many different ways.
Yes.
But this is Garza, opening on 130 kilos. Quite a long hold. Now she takes it down.
Come on now, girl.
Oh,
she's struggling.
No,
I
the
think
butt's
she's
up.
lifting.
Yeah,
she's
butt's
lifting
up.
the butt, trying to get it
I think
up.
we'll see yellows. Well, a rainbow of failures, red, blue and yellow.
That's a pity. She's just got to go
Here
away
we
with the
go
coach
again.
now and work out what she can do. And she realises there she's going to have to give it everything, and she knows that butt's up. But the lifter is determined to lift it.
There was the downward movement, and there was the lack of lockout, and there's your 3 different colours. Now, Kina Helen Fossbach, Norway, in the 84 plus class, unopposed. But unopposed or not, this is a big starting number. This is 140 kilos. She gets this, she's the world champion.
In her weight class, she's the only one represented in this age group, in this weight class. But still, this is a big bench. And she gets under it.
Oh,
and
yes,
presses
that
it
looks
well.
good.
Play fair, play clean, play true.
Well, at the end of round 1, let's have a quick look at the scores. In the 63s, ISHIBASHI leads from TOLEGENOVA on body weight, both on 112.5. In the 72s, Briggs from De Vries again on body weight. In the 84s, DAVLETSHINA from SHASHKOVA. But Garza with the biggest opener still to get it. And in the 84 plus, Fosbach already confirmed as your world champion. So we're back to the 72s, beginning of round 2. This is INGEBRIGTSEN from Denmark once again. She's going 90 kilos.
And you can see there that the girls, well, their coaches put chalk on their shoulders, back, and sometimes on their butt. And that's to help them not slide on the bench once they're in position. The last thing you want when you're trying to press something is to move unstably and unexpectedly. So some lifters like to have chalk and some absolutely don't, because they don't find that happens to them. Oh, she's dipping heavily on the right,
isn't she? But nice and strong.
Beautifully.
Unfortunately, just a bit off the medal positions, with no real suggestion that that's going to change based on the numbers on the screen. But we move back to the 63s, and this is Gabriella Grant. This is one of 2 red lights from the first round that we really, really want to see get on the board.
And I'm absolutely certain she can get this as long as she maintains her focus throughout the entire lift to the finish, where you get the rack command from the referee. She pressed it very well, but there was just almost like a strange little dip at the last moment.
Yeah.
And she just I think she may have just lost a little tension in the shoulders, perhaps. And
well, let's see if they put it right. I think that was Donovan Thompson looking round. Well,
and now she hasn't done that mistake, so let's see if it's okay. Yes, it is.
Yes, indeed.
Good girl.
That was the one you said beautiful lift about, wasn't it? And then there was the dip right at the last moment as you were speaking. But yeah, it was never a strength issue, was it?
No. No, I just think she might have lost a bit of tension in the shoulders at the last moment for some reason.
Just almost relaxing and thinking,
oh, it's over.
I've done it. Oops, no,
I haven't.
Right.
It's not over.
This is SHASHKOVA in the 84 kilo class. And in second place, this will leave her in second place if she gets it, but she'll be level with the Russian and just behind on body weight.
So viewers will notice that there's 3 commands that are given by the centre referee, which you'll get some pictures of at times, where once all the referees are satisfied that lift is in position as they are now, they get the start command, which just happened then. Then when it's stationary on the chest, you'll hear the press command, and when it's completely locked out, the ref will say rack, and that's the end of the lift.
And 2 to 1. Well, we think that was butt raised. Let's have a look again.
So just look side on now at the butt. Oh, it's not going to be easy to see on this angle.
Yeah, I think we'll manage it.
You can't really see it because we're seeing too much of the leg and not so much
the foot.
the butt.
It was the foot, yeah. The foot lifted, moved and went down again, so...
So as Mountain points out, the foot's got to stay still, the butt's got to stay on the bench, and the head's got to stay on the bench. Yeah. Otherwise, you get a yellow card.
Foot can actually slide, but it can't lift off, or no part of the foot can be off the floor. So we've got Odnokazova from Russia, her second attempt, 115 kilos.
So the coach is allowed to stand just off the platform there and call instructions to their lifter. Oh, it didn't go anywhere.
No.
And her first attempt was quite heavy, wasn't it? So
yes, it was.
She might be very close to her max
Well,
now.
she may have left herself with nowhere to go. That's what we say. You open on your max. Where do you go next?
Where do you go from
You're
there?
better to build and beat all the people that open too heavy and can't get one in.
So as Martin points out, there's a lot of strategy involved in the attempt selections that you put in.
Now we've got Akane, ISHIBASHI. Sorry, ISHIBASHI.
Speak to the Japanese for a moment. Translate. One more time. One more time.
And Ishibashi is lifting in the 63 kilo class. Opened with 112.5 kilos. If you remember, with that very wide grip, the very high arch, and as Chrissy pointed out, the extreme pressure on the wrists.
We heard the Japanese anthem several times yesterday, so that tells you they're developing their young benchers very much so and doing a good job with them.
Gets a start command. Of course, you don't have to go on the command as long as you don't go before it.
She did it.
Looks like it.
She got
and she gets it 2-1. Well, one red. I mean, the red is to do with the touch. So one of the referees wasn't happy with it.
Not sure
No,
why,
Danielle Ross, 117.5 USA.
A lot of patience involved in pressing something like that. That is going up very slowly.
Now, Danielle Ross, USA. Also in the 72s. She's going 117.5. She's the lightest woman in the class. This would put her into the gold medal position for now, and I stress for now. I can already feel this building to an exciting third round.
She's lost it.
No! Wow!
And that's an example of what you said about a very jacked shirt,
Yeah.
is that you can lose it backwards and
Yeah.
the touch is quite difficult to control. You have to have a lot of arm strength to direct that bar onto the right spot on the chest, don't you?
Yeah, now we move to the leader in the under 84 kilo class. This is DAVLETSHINA, representing Russia, Alina DAVLETSHINA. And she's going 117.5 kilos.
TOLEGENOVA from Kazakhstan. TOLEGENOVA, Kazakhstan, up next.
Easy down,
Easy
strong
up.
up. And you can see that that shirt is not jacked at all.
Oh, yes.
Well, she's leading, but remember Garza from the USA will be coming soon. She will have a 130 attempt again. Before that, we go back to the 63 kilo class. This is TOLEGENOVA from Kazakhstan. This lift will put her into the lead in the 63s.
Almost certainly all these girls participate in the full powerlifting competition format.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yep, which includes the squat, the bench as you're seeing it, and the deadlift. But these girls have also chosen to compete in this bench-only competition, perhaps because they love the bench.
Bench and maybe the best of
They
the
might
three
be the best
lifts.
at it.
Tends to be the older lifters of bench only. They may have picked up back or leg injuries over the years.
And certainly for
And
young
it keeps
ladies.
them in the sport.
Yeah, that's right.
But this is TOLEGENOVA. Nice touch.
Ooh, she's lost that.
Oh, that was
I
a
think it dipped
spotter.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a no lift for her. Next up, we have Skyler Briggs again, leading the 72 kilo class on body weight from De Vries.
So we apologise if you're losing any vision at all. As we said, YouTube is actually having trouble that we've identified that it is them. And we will continue to commentate for you until it comes back on screen and do the best we can. But we're going through the YouTube system, so that's what we're constrained by. Here we go.
Right, this is Skyler Briggs. 122.5. Battling for gold with De Vries at the moment.
Gets under it beautifully.
Yes,
It looked
that's
good
good.
to me, Martin.
Well, I think that was better than the last one.
Yep, lovely lift. And
now
She's in the United States military, we just
Now,
found out.
Erakina, also going 122.5. 3 of the 5 lifters going 122.5. This could well be decided on body weight. And if you recall one of the classes last night, all 3 lifters lifted the same weight, gold, silver and bronze.
Yes, we haven't seen that really.
Yeah, and body weight determined the difference between gold and bronze. I don't recall ever seeing that before.
Now this young lady from Russia has an incredibly wide foot stance as she arches up as high as she can and tucks her whole body into the smallest possible space. Very big arch and very wide legs to create maximum tension and stability as she gets a beautiful lift off there.
Here we go. Erakina representing Russia.
Comes down smoothly and blasts.
That looks
it
good.
up. That looked very powerful
Yeah,
indeed.
3 wide lights. She's pleased with that. A little dance of delight when she was still on the bench.
Yep. As we see.
De Vries getting ready now.
Yes.
Micah.
Micah.
Coached by Mr. DeVries. Bars loaded.
And this will put her into 2nd place on body weight. If she gets this, we'll have all 3 girls in 122.5. Where do they all go 3rd lifts? Does someone go too low? Does someone go too high? Of course, Ross, the USA, is going 122 next time.
Just had a vision there of Mika's coach. They often have more of an emotional time than the lifter, don't they?
Oh, yes, indeed.
It's nerve-wracking for the coach. They know what their lifter's been through to get here, and they just want the best for them. Here we go. 122.5. Better touch. Oh, I like. Oh,
Yes.
did she lift that butt?
No, I think that was okay.
Oh, that's
3 wide
good.
lights, yes.
Oh, she's super happy.
Well, 1, 2, 3 in the 72 kilo class, all on 122.5. On body weight, it's Briggs, then De Vries, then Erakina. How close is this? Erakina and Briggs have both gone 130 last lift.
Bars loaded.
But back to the under 84 kilo class. This is Delicia Garza. Missed this first time. She really needs this. She's under huge pressure next time. She doesn't get it. But of course, if she does get it, it's a gold medal.
These are insanely pressurised lifts in this scenario, aren't they, Martin?
Yeah.
Where it's either 0 or win.
0 or hero.
0 to hero, yeah. I'm sure she's strong enough. She's just got to get it all
Yeah,
together
they wouldn't have
here.
put this weight in the bar for an opener if she wasn't. Got to get it right technically. This for the gold medal, we think.
She's just got to keep it real tight. Oh, I don't like the way that's going. Oh, dear.
No, I don't like that at all. No, and what I mean by I don't like it is I worry for her next time. I mean, we've not seen anything in the first 2 lifts that really gives us any confidence she's going to get it 3rd time.
That got right out of shape
Yeah.
in that last part of the descent.
Yeah.
And I could see that bar coming back at her like that.
Okay, so at the end of round 2, let's do the scores. We've done the, first of all, wasn't the end of round 2. This is Foshbach, lifting unopposed in the 84 plus, already the gold medalist. But let's not belittle that achievement because she's the only one. She lifted 140, and if there was any girls stronger than her, why are they not here?
You can only compete with who's
Yeah.
here. Nice descent. Good
Oh,
strength.
that's good too.
And I think that's a perfect second attempt for
Absolutely.
her.
3 wide lights.
No, she's very determined and she's serious and she's competing. And whether or not there's anyone here to compete with, she's doing her job.
Of course, and quick recap of the scores. We've been through the 72s and the 63s. It's ISHIBASHI from TOLEGENOVA and Odnokazova in the 84s. DAVLETSHINA leads from SHASHKOVA. And we come out for round 3.
So this is the power round. This is where the energy really lifts up, the intensity lifts up, the crowd gets louder.
Yeah, especially with a Danish lifter on the platform. This is INGEBRIGTSEN.
And this is what we love, the intensity of round 3.
Going 95 kilos for a 3 from 3. Been a bit blown away by the quality of the field here, but in any national championship, a 72 girl going 85, 90, 95 would be in a very, very good place indeed.
There's a lot of men out there that I'd like to bench that.
Oh, yeah.
These young ladies are absolutely amazing.
No.
Ooh.
No. Now we move to the 63s and up comes Grant. Well, she missed 100, she got 100. Actually, she should have got it the first time, it was just that little down. Now she is going 112.5 kilos. And that would put her in bronze medal position.
So here's Gabriella Grant. Of course, she is relieved to get that 100, that opening attempt finally on the board, and she's just taken the smallest increment jump here we can take. So she's up to 112.5 kilos.
Yeah, but this puts her in with a medal chance.
Very intelligent selection. Get it all the way.
No,
what a
just couldn't lock out the left.
Okay. So she unfortunately has slipped out of medal contention, but she does go home with a score, so that's the main thing.
And Odnokazova is up next. She can relax. She now has a medal from these championships. She is the one that was being threatened by Grant. That threat has now gone. But she is lifting to go into the silver medal position.
That's it. This lady's now battling for silver.
Yeah, and the Kazakhstani can't go lower than 120 because that's what she had as her second attempt. She can't see Odnokazova go 115 and go 117.5. That's not possible.
On deck, SHASHKOVA, Ukraine.
So this is the Russian
For the silver.
Odnokazova to move into silver medal position.
At the moment.
No, no, no.
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 No lift.
Now we move into the 84s. This is SHASHKOVA. Well, she's taken a big jump. She will move into the gold medal position temporarily if she gets this. There's two girls that can come past her, but this is to have the lift on the board. This is to put up a number for the others to beat. This is Darya SHASHKOVA. This is beginning to get really interesting.
Very interesting attempt selection. 120 here. 15 kilos on her previous successful lift.
Now, is this speculative, or do they think there is a realistic chance of this going up? Soon find out.
We'll find out.
No, I think it was speculative, but, you know, worth a try.
With a trial while you're here.
Guaranteed a medal, trying to get a better one.
It does amaze me, those quite large jumps for smaller women.
Yeah, we've not seen a successful one all week, have we?
No.
And you would think maybe that would tell the coaches something. Now, this is TOLEGENOVA in the 63s. this lift to put her in the gold medal position. Ahead of the Japanese, ISHIBASHI, who has gone 1:27.5. I think if TOLEGENOVA gets this, we'll see ISHIBASHI coming down to 122.5 to beat her on body weight. Why put more on the bar than you have to get the gold medal?
And as Martin mentions there, the lifters are able to make changes on the third attempts, and that's, let's see how this goes. Ooh,
well,
Martin.
She got it under her own steam. It's down to the referees. No. Two saw downward movements.
It was up and down, I thought.
Yeah.
Especially that right-hand side dipped down and up.
Brave attempt.
Very
so,
good attempt.
ISHIBASHI safe in gold medal, but before that, we go to the 72s for this fantastic battle. First up, Danielle Ross, 122.5. This will put her into gold medal position on body weight. This jumps her from 4th to 1st.
Now you remember she missed her last attempt, she lost it, and so the hope here is that a bit more weight, maybe she might be able to pull this off.
Yeah, even more jacked shirt, bit more weight.
And people might be curious as to how that is, but in these shirts and the way you position them, if you put a bit more weight on, you can actually get a better line, better touch.
Yeah, I think that's maybe something for Viva TV in the future, to do a little 2 or 3 minute feature on bench shirts, how they work. No.
She got quite out of shape there. That was courageous attempt, and that shows her competitiveness right there to try and stick it to the competition, and I respect that.
Well, we move to the 84 kilo class now. DAVLETSHINA. She is in the gold medal position. Whether she gets, she's going 122.5. Whether she gets gold or not does not depend on her. It depends on Garza. Garza will lift at 1:30 in a couple of minutes' time. She'll actually be the last lifter of the day, and the last lift of the session rather. The last lift of the session will determine whether she bombs or is world champion.
Oh yes.
That looks good.
Like it. Good lift.
Yes,
so she's given herself every opportunity.
Stays in gold medal position.
So we're back up to the under 63s with ISHIBASHI, 125 now.
Guaranteed the gold medal. She is your world champion. Can she finish?
Looking very relaxed
with
there.
125 kilos.
And so she should be. She
is
knows
she
she's
smiling
the world
because she's
champion.
confident? Is she smiling because she's the world champion?
And she gets to have a look at 125, how that feels in the hands.
Just imagine being world champion. How good must that feel? Okay, here we go. ISHIBASHI, 125 kilos.
Okay, okay. Lovely, careful. I think she's done it,
I
Martin.
think she's got it.
The art of perfection.
Yes.
Yeah,
wonderful.
she gets it 2-1. What an impressive 3 lifts from ISHIBASHI. And we've just been told, Chrissy, the Lalandia Resort, there are some issues with the internet access at the resort, which we are suffering the knock-on effects of. We hope these issues have now been resolved and we can bring you uninterrupted coverage from the remainder of these 2016 World Bench Press Championships.
Micah now 125.
This to move into gold medal position.
Come on, Micah.
2 girls to follow her on 130.
She's a competitor.
This to set the target.
Gold medal position.
She's lighter than Erokina, heavier than Briggs. I think we may see changes after this. Or will the 2 other girls hold their nerve? Who blinks first? This is De Vries, though.
Big breath there.
Gets
Good
the touch.
touch.
Drives.
Girl.
Fights.
Oh,
No, it's
she
gone down.
just can't
Oh,
knock it
bad
out.
luck.
It was a valiant effort.
Well, currently still in second place, but we've got the American next and then the Russian, both on 130. Now, I think what's going to happen is the American's going to go 130. If she doesn't get it, you're going to see the Russian can't drop. Once the bar is at 130, she can't take it down. She is now committed to 130, both girls. Now this is for the gold medal. The Russian would have to go up to 132.5 if the American gets it. The American is the lighter body weight. Look at the tension in the audience. This to put herself in, well, she is in gold medal position. This to keep herself there.
Keeping the gold. Driving underneath. Come on, left arm.
Not quite. Well, she would have forced the Russian to go heavier. She hasn't managed that. She is still in gold medal position.
On body weight.
But Erokina now has a lift to move from 3rd to 1st and become world champion.
Here comes Maria. She can snatch the gold away.
This is Maria Erokina, Russia, lifting for gold.
Thrilling stuff here. And all those missed attempts in that final column show you how competitive the girls are trying to be.
Yeah, well, there hasn't been a successful one in this weight class. No.
It means they're really pushing
Can
themselves.
the last one be successful and take the gold medal?
So it's gold or bronze.
Yeah, currently in bronze medal position.
Right,
She
gold
can
or
turn
bronze.
bronze to gold with this one lift. Gets a touch, very controlled. Oh, she's got it! I think she's got it! I think that's your gold medal right
Yes,
there!
it is.
Yes! 3 white lights! And Maria Erokina is your world champion! Well, what a great lift, Chrissy, under huge, huge pressure.
All right, bars loaded. Here we go.
Now, Garza.
Sensational.
I said this would be the last lift. I meant the last competitive lift. We have got Fosbach to follow with a huge 150. Quite simply, Garza bombs or she becomes the world champion. It is all on this lift.
This is the most intense situation you can find, I think. It's either bomb or gold. We've seen it before. We've seen it go either way.
I've actually been in this position myself.
Have you, Mark?
I know exactly how she feels.
Oh, dear. She needs a lot of courage here. Oh, my God.
No, it's gone
she
down.
cannot.
It's gone down, and what
the
a
anguish.
shame. And she opened 7.5 kilos heavier than the winner.
Oh.
She could just have dropped it 5 kilos and still been there. Well, we have one lift left, Chrissy. This is a big one. This is Fosbach, the Norwegian, and she is attempting to finish the session with a bench press of 150 kilos.
Right. This lady is the 84 plus weight division lady, and she's been running her own race and doing very well.
Yeah, this is Kina, Helene, Fosbach going for 150 kilos.
Mighty lift.
330 pounds.
150 kilos.
Oh, she's
there
got
it.
it. She's got it.
She's
Three
got it.
wide lights. And
Oh.
what a fantastic end to a
Oh.
great. Is Gino still standing?
Gino just got the.
Gino just got Norwegian.
As Gino loves to give the punch in the
Gino
hands.
got the Norwegian wood.
And he just got belted.
Well, Chrissy, reflections on a great morning's lifting.
Marvellous. Really, I just can't go past that competition in the under 72 kilo
Wasn't
class.
it fantastic?
You know, to see that gutsy effort of the Russian come out with that 130 at the end, and then contrast that with the devastation of Garza from the USA in the next class, where she disqualified, and it just makes you want to cry for her. you
Yeah,
know.
it does. So
We had everything there, didn't we?
We certainly did. Just to confirm the placings
Yep.
in the 63 kilo class, your gold medalist is Ishibashi from Tolegenova and Odnokazova. In the 72 kilo class, Erokina, the gold from Briggs and De Vries. In the 84, it was Davletshina from SHASHKOVA with Garza not making a lift. And in the 84 plus, unopposed but lifting marvelously, the world champion is Foshbach.
Good stuff.
We'll take a break. We will be back with you at 12 noon for the next session of lifting, which will be junior men. It's 93 to 120 plus. Please
Look
come
forward
back
to
then.
that.
We'll see you. Until then, we'll hand over to Gino in a couple of minutes for the victory ceremony, and we will be back with you for the junior men at 12 noon.
See you then.
Bye for now.